Shankara tries to communicate to us that it is not sufficient that you have heard the Aptavakya, the declaration of the great rishis. By itself it is not sufficient. By the study of the Upanishads it is not sufficient. Then afterwards you have to do something for yourself, all alone, by yourself. So the Shravana alone is not sufficient. But Manana, loosening your identification with understanding, loosening your identification with these BMI, rocks, and throwing them away. Vivek and Vairagya. And jhana, rediscovering your identity with the higher. Adibhihi, etc. etc. meaning shama, dhamma. Without these two you cannot even start digging. If your desires are very powerful and your sense organs are pantingly running after the sense objects, nothing can be done. So loosen it by study of the scriptures. Thereafterwards, mananam, your own thinking about what the teacher has said, what the Upanishads declared. Thereafterwards, dhyanam, directly striving to wake up into that state of consciousness and bring it into your own subjective, direct, personal experience. Then you can arrive at this great treasure chamber, rich and precious in terms of bliss and beatitude. Continue.
Tasmat sarva prayatnena bhava bandha vimuktaye svaireva yatnah kartavyah rogadaviva panditaihi.
Tasmad, therefore. Meaning, merely listening to it or merely reading and becoming master of the Upanishadic words, by itself you cannot reach anywhere. You cannot get yourself released from the negative tendencies already in you. This unfoldment, coming out of the weaknesses of the limited ego, and to awake into the consciousness of the higher reality. You have something to do. Tasmad, therefore, sarva prayatnena, with all your ability and effort. Don't spare a moment. Don't think that it is a beautiful VIP at reception in red carpet and pepe in order to receive you to the Paramatma. No. Sweat, toil, exhaust yourself. And this effort nobody will see because it is not physical. Buddha under the tree, every fool in the world will think that the stupid fellow is sitting down idle, not doing anything, no social work, etc. One would think that he is doing nothing. But these are the few people who are striving the maximum. Just as the middle of a wheel in high revolution appears to be no movement because the revolution is so fast, it appears there is no movement. In the same way, these mighty masters who are doing the serious sadhana and trying to get themselves lost in pure contemplation, appears to be sitting down under the tree from morning till evening without doing anything. That doing nothing is the greatest doing. The research scholar, looking out through the window and sitting down. A poet, looking out into the distant mountain ranges and sitting quietly. Anyone who is working hard and sweating in the roadside, making road, cutting and breaking stones, he will say that these are lucky fellows doing nothing and that they are fed. While we sweat from morning till evening and we get just scarcely 2 rotis. We are not paid at all sufficiently. They don't know the amount of work they are doing, even though physically seems to be sitting quiet. Sarva prayatne. It must be an effort involving your physical, mental and intellectual personalities. Sarva prayatnena bhavabandha vimuktaye. And why should you strive? Not to gain anything from the world outside as all others are, working in the world outside for gaining, for getting at things that they desire. That is not what they wanted. Bhavabandha vimuktaye. In order to liberate yourself from the enchantments of the world outside, from the snare of plurality, from the realm of change, bhavabandha vimuktaye, svaireva yatra kartavya. And this effort you must put on svaireva, privately, secretly. Don't advertise. From tomorrow onwards I am taking sannyas. And an invitation card will like your earlier married life, second invitation. Hey, all of you come or bless me or send me some money at least. Why? I am taking sannyas, renouncing everything. Oh, that's stupid. Svaireva yatna kartavya. Not even your bosom friend should know that you are constantly striving to awaken to that higher state of consciousness. Not to discuss with everybody. Swamiji, in my meditation, do you know what experience I had last night? Oh, I went. Not that that fellow will understand. All that he will understand is, this fellow should not be allowed to meditate. We must disturb him somehow or other. Keep it quietly. Secretly. When you get that treasure chamber, don't invite everybody to show them. Secretly. Svaireva yatna kartavya rogada viva panditaihi. Just as rogada viva, like when you are sick, you lie down quietly. Take the medicines properly, follow the instructions of the doctor to the word and letter and spirit. In the same way, the Panditaihi, those who have the knowledge of the textbook, the knowledge gathered and cleared with the discourses of the teacher, the guidance of the teacher, such Pandits who have got all the information, they must strive on to reach out and experience directly this higher state of consciousness. And it must be done daily. If the doctor prescribes two pills at morning, 2 pills in the evening for the next 10 days, and you take 2 pills in the morning, and then after 3 days you take another 2 pills in the evening, and after 1 week, suddenly you remember, therefore, whenever you remember, you take 2 pills. It should be done at a particular interval as instructed. See? In good old days it is a shake the bottle and take 1 ounce. Now he forgets. So he suddenly takes 1 ounce. I forgot to shake. So then start jumping about. See, it as instructed. It must be done by instruction. Thus, Rogada viva panditaihi. All pandits must. Pandit there means not a mere pandit, one who had the knowledge necessary, gathered from the direct study of the textbooks, supported by, supplemented by the discourses of the teacher. Maybe you have specific doubts and therefore you went to the teacher and cleared them. Such people who have got the correct knowledge of the way and the goal, panditaihi, as though he is treating himself for a serious illness, must sincerely and strictly follow the path in regular abhyas. And that must be done swaireva yatna kartavya, very secretly.
यस्वाद्य कृतः प्रश्नः वरीयां शास्त्रविन्मतः सूत्रप्रायो निगूढार्थः ज्ञातव्यश्च मुमुक्षुभिः.
He congratulates, the teacher congratulates the student for the beauty and perfection of the question that you asked. The student asked some questions without looking into the book. Once more. Tayol Viveka Kathame Daduchyada. Yeah. So these are the questions asked. Now the teacher congratulates. Ah, what beautiful questions. And all of them put together is the whole science of Vedanta. Answers to all these questions is Vedanta. And that is what we are going to do in the whole text. So then he appreciates the teacher, student, and says, Yes tvayadya krita prashna. The questions that you have just now asked me, Variyan, they are the best, Shastra Vinmataha. And it is sanctioned by the Shastra. It is very scientifically arranged, your questions. There is nothing haphazardly asking a question. All these questions are very logically and scientifically in consonance with how the Upanishads have expounded them. Sutra prayo nigudhartha. And when you ask a question to a teacher, it must be sutra praya, with the bare minimum words. Not that blah, 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 you go on talking. Swamiji, what I meant was, when my wife told me this, what is your question? After 15 minutes, he stops a little because he has to breathe. Then you ask him, but that's how I heard. But what is your question? Swamiji, my question is, start. When my father-in-law was passing that way, and what has our to do with your wife or your father-in-law? There you are. all sorts of nonsense. And then it talks one after another, and then 100 questions all packed together. That clearly shows that the individual student has not worked upon his own doubts. Until you have got a clear notion of what your doubt is, the teacher cannot remove it. Sutra prayaha. What your questions were all simple words. Ko nama, kathamesha. All 2 words, 1 word, the question is there. No doubt the poor teacher has to talk for a month to answer each one of them. But the questions are sutra praya nigudhartha. It has great depth. Nigudham, very secret. Nigudhartha, its meanings are very secretly. Secret in the sense, depth. Not superficial questions. Why there is so much sorrow in the world? Superficial. Why am I unhappy at all times? Because of your desires. Nigudhartha. The questions which have got sublimated, great depths. It is subtle. Jnatavyascha mumukshubhi. And actually, these are the very questions that you must know clearly the answer if you are a mumukshu, one who is aspiring to awake into the higher state of consciousness. He is just complimenting the beauty of the questions that the student asked.
Shrunushva vahito vidvan Yanmaya samudiryate Yadetat shravanat sadhyah Bhavabandhat vimokshase.
No doubt your questions are wonderful. I appreciate it all. And now, having asked the question, don't hang on to the question. That is another psychological disability in every one of us. We fall in love with our own doubt. And we don't want really an answer and clear the doubt, because if that doubt is once cleared, which doubt I will ask the next Swami whom I meet? So, Swamiji, this is my doubt. And I have tried it with many Swamis. Nobody could remove it. Now try. Meaning, you will never be able to take it up. And in case you try to take it up, he becomes very angry. Why? His entire heart, the soul of his is gone. Because he has got this doubt you cannot use in another place. You and I, we generally fall in love with our own conclusion. Now the teacher warns him. The questions are beautiful. You are the right type of questions you ask. And now, give the questions to me. The question is now in the lap of the teacher. There's something like 2 mothers meeting together, and then one says, acha, baby, give me the baby. And I take the baby, and then you can readjust your sari, straighten your back a little, and remember how nice it would be if I had no children. Hold the baby. Similarly, when you have asked the question, the teacher has taken charge of the question. Now you clear your mind of your question and be receptive to what the answer is being given. Or else you will never clear your doubts, because you have fallen in love with the question. So you are thinking more of your question, the ignorance, the avidya, rather than the vidya that the teacher is giving. So then the teacher says, Shrunushva avahita. Please listen with all attention, without the mind fluttering into the history of the question. That I had that question for the last 10 years. I got it on such and such a day because of this. And you are still holding on and playing with the question. Question has been given to me. The teacher has understood the question. He is trying to guide your intellectual thinking processes in a certain direction and help you to discover the answer for yourself. But you are not available. You are still holding on. My doubt. Now what can you do? So that avahita, with all attention, listen to. Vidwan, oh wise man, wise boy, please listen with all attention. Yanmayadya samudiryate. What I am now trying to explain. You forget your doubt. Be receptive. I'm trying to give you some data, the absence of which you had this doubt. First grasp that. Then after the teacher has been explained to you, in your manana, you try to examine your doubt that you had and the arguments the teacher gave, and then the doubt disappears. Yes, this is more logical. That's only because I did not know this. In all, what do you call them, detective novels, from page 1 to 279, you are confused. Must be that man, it must be the butler, butler. The last 3 pages, some facts which he never gave all these time, 1 or 2 facts he gives. In the light of it, we don't need any detective in the novel to explain, we know who it is. Oh, it is not that, it's the brother-in-law who did that. Oh, this we would have understood had he given these 3 data, information in the 3rd page, you would not have read the whole book because you know exactly who did it. Not knowing, must be, it is that butler, rascal fellow, that butler. You were butler, and end of it, it is not butler, it is that smiling, decent-looking brother-in-law who did it. How did you come to know it? The 3 facts. In the same way, lack of certain data in you that a doubt rose, the doubt cannot stand when you have understood these 3 facts which you never knew before. So then the teacher says, Tadeda shravanat sadhyaha. By listening to it with all attention, you have all the data necessary to solve the problem that has risen in your mind, the confusion, the doubt. Sadhya, instantaneously to go. Shravanat sadhyaha. Bhavabandhad vimokshase. And you get released from all the inhibitions in your mind, all your limitations as a limited ego, all this will drop down with that knowledge. Now I know it. Just as in the dream, the dreamer suffered. But the moment the dreamer wakes up, all the sorrows of the dream and the dream world, everything has rolled away. With this knowledge, in the same way, I am trying to expound and explain to you all the 7 questions that you have asked. Listen to them very attentively. And once you know these data, a knowledge will arise, an understanding will arise in you. which will open your eyes to the reality behind this apparent world of plurality and their constant changes that you are experiencing at this moment.
मोक्षस्य हेतुः प्रथमो निगद्यते
मोक्षस्य हेतुः प्रथमो निगद्यते
वैराग्यमत्यन्तमनित्यवस्तुषु
वैराग्यमत्यन्तमनित्यवस्तुषु
ततः शमश्चापि दमस्तितिक्षा न्यासप्रसक्ताखिलकर्मणां भृशम्
Mokshasya, in order to liberate your personality fully, entirely, from the confusions of plurality in which you are now at this moment, mokshasya hetu. What are the means, the conducive circumstances, the healthy conditionings in which your mind must work to drop its confusions and awake into the true wisdom? Mokshasya hetu prathama, in the beginning, nigadyate, it is considered. See, whenever you say that, go to bazaar and purchase it, number one. The vegetables, number two. The stationery, number three. Go to the post office, and number four. Come back healthy, safely. See, number one, number two, number three, in the same way. What are the causes or what are the conducive circumstances in which alone the mind can drop its confusions and awake to the reality? What are the things, is said, of which prathamo nigadyate? So first it is considered vairagya atyanda anitya vastushu. Vairagya, desirelessness, to hug and enjoy. So, I can't enjoy? No. Vairagya with whom? Atyanda vairagya, desirelessness, total desirelessness. Anitya vastushu. In the world of objects which are anitya, which are not permanent, which are ephemeral, which are shadowy. Now is there, next moment it is not there. Whether to your husband or father or mother or brother or son, wealth, power, name, fame, shame. No, shame never leaves. All that. All these, though they are all there apparently, you think about it. It is the world of Einstein, conditioned by time. And therefore everything is in a state of flux. To run after things which are not permanent, no intelligent man will do it. So vairagya, when you say, don't say that, oh, Swamiji, very difficult to give up. Give up what? Give up that which is not permanent. By the time you fall in love with soap bubble, yeah, children do it. Gone. Even the child knows it is not worth loving, but enjoy. Bubbles in the waters. You fall in love with. That is a queenly bubble. And without that bubble, my life is zero. Why should I live without that bubble? Oh, bubble, honey, darling, come nearer me, nearer me. Thus everything in the world outside around, they are all floating in time. Time is constantly changing, and therefore everything floating in time must necessarily keep on changing. To hang on to these changing things and thinking that that will be permanent with me is your hallucination. Give it up. So then, vairagyam atyanda. Atyanda? Total renunciation, dispassion. No more any desire for things that are impermanent. Anitya vastushu. Not nitya vastu. That which is permanent and eternal, love them. Go and realize it and be yourself beyond the traces of time, the persecutions of time. Come to realize the timeless, the Lord, the God, the state of consciousness. Not that a daddy fellow sitting there and above the clouds. So don't say God is not there, God is here. This state of consciousness. Anitya vastushu. Tata, thereafter. Once you have developed and cultivated desirelessness to acquire, possess, embrace, indulge, enjoy the world of objects which are impermanent, once that has happened, next, shamascha, damascha. Once that detachment has come, dispassion has come, the mind will not run through the sense organs to sense objects. Now we have not decided or realized it, we have not thought about it. Though we have got experience, we have seen it, and yet we have never thought of it. And therefore the mind with a futile, a delusory misconception that those objects can give me happiness. You have not thought of the tragedy that will come to you when that bursts. And nothing in the world outside is permanent. All of them are conditioned by time. So when once that vairagya has come, vairagya, desirelessness for the flimsy objects of the world outside, which are ever changing, then the mind will not run out through the sense organs to sense objects. It can run only when you know that they are permanent, or temporarily feel that it is permanent. So shama and dhamma, the sense organs will not bring these objects in your mind and present it to you, because the mind has already understood, these are all perishable things. It's only thoughtless children feel that the balloon is permanent. So when you go to the bazaar, you purchase 2 balloons and then bring it up, baby, hold on. It has got helium, it will go up and it will hit the sun, so don't leave it and hold on. The baby enjoyed it, and when he came to the room, he started playing with it and all that. By the time you remove your trousers and the shoes, you hear one apaswara, a dirty sound. The moment you hear that sound, within 1.5 seconds, you hear a human cry, your own blood and flesh, screaming away. You come out with great wisdom and the philosopher's equanimity. Baby, what are you crying? Sharmya. Are you not ashamed? Didn't you know that the balloon is not permanent? It bursts, so what? We will tomorrow, when you go to bazaar, we will purchase another one. It bursts. Can't you don't know? And you are crying. What happened? Oh, my only wife died. The philosopher smiles. Beta, you did not know when you married her that this is not permanent. That is all right. Other wives are impermanent, but my wife I thought will be permanent. That child has got, you have got only as much intelligence as the child. Though you may strut about on the surface of the globe as a genius. Oh, the highest philosopher, greatest scientist. So, Atyanta Vairagya, if you have got, then the mind will not run out. Nor can these objects come and disturb your mind. Shamascha Damascha. So first, Atyanta Vairagya. Number two, consequently, the mind is no more running out, nor the sense organs that are brought by the sense organs can bring even a ripple on your mind. Shamaschavi Damastitiksha. The fourth one we need is titiksha, forbearance, an ability to suffer silently the little disturbances and pinpricks which you cannot avoid. You should not have come into the world. That is the first mistake you made. Having come here, you are complaining. Having entered the sea, you are complaining that these waves are hitting me unnecessarily. Unprovoked aggression on me. I'm not a piece of stone, but then it bangs me in the same speed as it is banging on the stone. Hey, I don't like it. You don't like it. Why did you enter there? I thought that I will take a bath. Yes, take a bath. But I know it is hitting me at all times. Complain. Water rain. It never stops. Why did you come there? Where there is rain. Go to Bombay and Madras. No rain at all. They are struggling. No water even to drink. Go there. No. So you must be able to take up as it is. There is rain, full stop. It is very hot, full stop. It is so hot. I tell you, in last 14 years there was no such heat. That is for journalists to fill up the white paper. They say that no, it's the first time in the last 14 years, no, this much of this silver has gone up in the thermometer. So little disturbances will always be there. While you are sitting down, you say, Swamiji, it is very cold from inside, from down below. A marble should not be put there. It must be only soil. Any soil, yes, stones are there. It goes on. Therefore, put a carpet there in between you and your bottom. There you are. You are protected. But the little things complaining. The heat is there, hot is there, cold is there, very cold. Next month you will say that it's very hot. No fan at all. Then you start using the Vivek Chudamani for the first time. You will see that. 1 month, you will see that. And by October, Swamiji, it is very cold, it is very cold. Learn to suffer them. It is impossible to apply your mind seriously to anything and consistently apply it if you are worried and disturbed by every little thing. Who is it? Yesterday was saying, Siddhabadi, here, Swamiji, mosquito. This big, I tell you. There are mosquitoes. Natural, wherever there is. Swamiji, why not you flint everywhere? Green leaves, where are there? Mosquitoes will remain. You unnecessarily, without invitation, came into mosquitoes' world. And then complain that these mosquitoes are. Hi. You come into my house as a guest and then say, Swamiji, whatever you may say, your wife is a terrible woman. Why? I don't like her. So then I send my wife for you. You are in it. Arey yaar, take a return ticket, go. So you come into a jungle and then complain that no mosquitoes are there. Ayo Swamiji, crawlers are there. Very big one, I saw one. So then don't run about. That is why by 10 o'clock you go to bed and then don't run about. Because these fellows are my security people. They'll be roaming about. So don't come out. Sleep till morning. In morning I have told them all to go back, they will go back. Thus, the titiksha, an ability to suffer the little pinpricks of life silently. And earlier Shankara said that. Not only that you silently suffer, but without any complaint. Going to everybody and saying, no, last night I could not sleep at all. Look at my hand. Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes did not bite me. Mosquito ate me. All that seriousness. No. Titiksha. Nyasa prasakta khila karmanam bhrisham. And all your activities, nyasam, give up. What? The sense of ego. That I am doing. Give up that idea. The work is flowing through me by His grace. And I am not expecting any results out of it. The results are inherent in the very joy of doing that right thing. And it is being done by His grace. So nyasa, that is why it's called sannyas. One who has totally given up what? The ego sense. The karta bhava. The idea that I am the doer. The doership, you give it up. Let the work flow through me. And they are called moments called the inspired activity. Where you are in an inspired mood, you don't know yourself where work is coming out. But you are enjoying every moment of it. Extreme activity floods through you and you enjoy every moment. Not the work, not the production, but the very fact that this work is flowing through. They are called inspired moments. When you outshine your own abilities, the performance becomes so excellent. And if others congratulates you for the excellence of the work that you have done, you feel like honestly telling them that, my sir, don't compliment me. I don't know. I can't repeat it. At that time, the work came through. All inspired works like that. Nyasa prasakta khila karmanam brisham. Thus when you learn the art of working in the world outside and fulfilling all your obligatory duties without the sense of ego, sense of I am the doer, then the existing vasanas get exhausted, you become more and more pure, sattvic mind comes up, etc. So then the means by which you can realize that higher truth, mokshasya hetu, pradhama, in the beginning, what is it? Vairagya. Atyanda vairagya. Thereafterwards, shama, dama. Then, titiksha. Nyasa prasakta. Eliminate all your sense of ego. that I am the doer sense, give it up in all your activities in the world outside. Continuing.
Tata shrutistan satatva mananam satatva dhyanam chiram nitya nirantaram munehe chiram nitya nirantaram munehe tato vikalpam parametya vidvan tato vikalpam parametya vidvan ihaiva nirvana sukham samruchati ihaiva nirvana sukham samruchati.
Tataha, thereafter. After acquiring all these means, atyanta vairagya, shama, dhamma, titiksha, and giving up the ego sense, the doership in all activities. After acquiring these qualities and practicing it sufficiently for a long time, tataha, thereafter, Shruti, come to a teacher, or yourself read the Upanishads, or you better to go to a teacher and listen to the Upanishads. Shruti, tat mananam. So he listened to the Shastra, then tad mananam, close the book, go away from the teacher and sit under a quiet place and do mananam. Independently think of what you have heard. Tad mananam satatva dhyanam. As a result of hearing and doing manana, you have understood that there is a greater state of consciousness which I was till now exiled from. Because of my entire attention was dissipated in the world of objects, in the sensuous world. Now I know that there is something to be realized, to contemplate upon that with both the mind and intellect. Dhyanam. And that dhyana is not that just sit down and say that, Swamiji, last 2 years I am regularly meditating but nothing has happened. Nothing will happen. Chiram. Chiram meaning long period of time you have to continue practice. Nitya. And that too not Sunday I meditate someday. Very good. Very good. Why not use that time also for what you use all the time, the rest of the week? Why waste your time? By one day. Something is saying that I take exercise once a week. I take food once a week. The other days there is no time to take food. Okay? Sunday from morning till evening I eat for the rest of the week. You are not a camel, you cannot do it. You have to do it every day. Similarly, nityam, these abhyas, meditation practices must be done every day. So that the chiram nityam, nirantaram mune, not only while you are sitting for meditation, you are 100% meditation, but even nirantaram, continuously, in all your contacts with the world outside, this idea must be just behind your mind, that the other man is also nothing but that Brahman, which is the one life, the source of life or essence in me. The self in me is the self everywhere. That attitude must be maintained throughout the day. Not throughout the day you have got raga, dvesha and kicking and eating and destroying others and bringing sorrows to everybody, and then you go and sit down for meditation. Hari Om, only one Atman, one Brahman. All these are Brahman. Because 23 hours for the day, all right. 17 hours of day, you have been thinking, I'll destroy him. Oh Lord, bless me that I may destroy him successfully. That sort of thing, negative. And then you sit down and say, Hari Om, Hari Om. Don't try to cheat anybody. God knows everything that has been going on in your mind from morning till evening. Morning till evening you have been sensuous, vulgar, immoral, dirty, filthy. And then suddenly you come and say, no. Because he was the Sakshi. He was the witness in all that you thought of in the mind. Every thought was shining in his consciousness. There is nothing that is going on in your mind which he is not knowing. In fact, it is he who knows it first, and then only you become conscious that you have got a thought. So you can't cover him. And then you come and suddenly and say, oh Bhagavan, darshan de do. Darshan de do. What is darshan dena? No. Nirantaram, without any break, meaning in all through the day, in all your experiences, maintain that idea continuously. Tataha, thereafter, avikalpa, without vikalpa, thought. Avikalpa, thoughtless. You are no more thinking of the world of objects, but thinking only of the subject. A thought is not a thought when it has no object. A thought cannot be without an object. Here, all my thoughts or the objects have been dropped. And the thought is continuing. But the thought has got as an object only the subject. To think of the subject is not a thought. So it becomes avikalpa, nirvikalpa, thoughtless, parametya vidwan, that wise man, eti reaches param, the supreme. When the thoughts have ended, you awake to that state of consciousness. Ihaiva, right now, here. Nirvana sukham savichari. He comes to experience that bliss. How do you get bliss there? Nirvana, when the flames of thoughts have ended, died down. Vana, flame. Nirvana, flameless. Hey, flameless means thoughtless. A metaphorical language. That constantly it is burning within you and the flames are coming up. Nirvana sukham samrichhati. So then, the two verses together are the means of realizing the truth. This is the road map. First cultivate vairagya atyanta. Not just vairagya. Got angry with your family and then you came away. Swamiji, vairagya ho gaya. And the end of the week, you phone up. End of the second week, fax. Third week, back again home. Vairagya gone. Whatever Swamiji says, I had vairagya, but then after all, blood is thicker than water. You don't understand that your action is bloodless. Thicker than water. Never mind. That's all. Vairagya matyanta. Then shama, dhamma, titiksha, egolessness. Then study the scripture or hear it from the teacher. Tadmananam, dhyana. And bring that in the dhyana, turn your attention entirely to Brahman. Exclusively. And when there are no objects, nirvikalp, thoughtless, you come to experience that infinite bliss, which is the supreme state. And thus, ihaiva, even here itself, nirvana sukham, the joy of all your anxieties and worries have gone as a child, and therefore he is very happy now.